Hello, welcome to the Chistel.com YouTube channel. That's CHISTELL.com. I am Denise Turney. I'm the host of our Chistel.com YouTube channel. I'm also the talk show host of Off the Shelf Book Talk Radio, which comes on Blog Talk Radio 11 a.m. on Saturday mornings. 11 a.m. Saturday mornings off the shelf. But I want to welcome you to our Chistel.com YouTube channel. And today, what I want to talk about during this session is preparing to write full time. And the freelance, as far as employment goes, the type of jobs that people in America are stepping into, the telecommuting years ago was the rave, and a lot of businesses didn't think that it would work, but it has. And actually, they say that employees who work from home are more productive than employees who work in the office. I don't know if there's guilt that's a part of that, where they think I'm working from home, I have to produce more, I have to do more, so no one questions whether or not I'm actually working. So telecommuting, working from home, there are a lot of those arrangements now. Technology, thanks to technology, people are working from home more, but also people are stepping into more contract and freelance roles. They want more control over their lives. And I know a lot of companies talk about work-life balance, but if you go into a management position or if you've ever worked in one, you know that it is nothing to work 50 to 70 or even 80 hours a week regularly. So a lot of people want to take that back, so they're doing more freelance work. So if you're preparing to write full time, I mean, there are other freelance jobs you can go into. You can become a developer, a designer, and there's some job boards that they will test you, and they make sure that you are at a very high level as far as your skill set. And then you can work with major corporations and clients who pay very well once you pass their test and get into their sites as a skill set of service provider. So what are some things to prepare to write full time? Uh, Other than, like I just said, taking some tests, getting some certifications, you might want some SEO certifications, whether you get it through HubSpot or there's some other organizations that you can get some certifications. I think Google has one. These are things that will help you because the market changes so fast. I'm not sure if it's worth it to go to college and get like something with social media to get a degree, because by the time you get the degree, it'll all probably have changed. So some other ways to prepare to write full time, other than getting the certifications, getting your skill set up so that you can be accepted into these more uh, where people have upgraded skills and experience, into these job boards where you can get higher paying jobs. So one of the things you can do is you can take on a part-time job, because if you've never worked full-time as a freelancer before, you really don't know if you're adequately prepared to take on that change, nor do you really know if you will like working as a freelancer. You won't really know if you enjoy something until you do it. Talking to other people and reading books is not going to let you know that. It's not going to be till after you actually do it. So a good way to do that without interrupting your income, because we know our bills don't stop. So without interrupting your income, you could take a part-time writing job while you continue to work your regular job, even if you're working a part-time right now or a full-time job. There are firms that will take you on as a part-time employee, as a freelancer. I would just encourage you to make sure that the writing didn't conflict with whatever it is you do at your job, so there's no conflict of interest. And then prepare for a writing interview the same way you would prepare for any other job interview. That means making sure you have a fresh resume, your portfolio's up to date, you're ready to respond to questions. If it's an in-person interview for a writing job, you come dressed professionally to it, not with jeans and t-shirt on, but did you come prepared for the interview the same way if you were interviewing for any other type of job. Uh, and do this while you are still working your regular current job, taking on and interviewing for part-time writing jobs. See if you like writing and working from home. Some people have to get very disciplined. It's similar to completing a college course online. It requires a lot of discipline. And if you don't have that, you might find yourself checking emails, looking at social media, watching television, looking out the window, doing household chores, personal chores, talking to friends, and not bringing in the income. So you have to be disciplined. See if you like it and pay attention to that. See how many writing clients you bring in a week and a month. So you're gonna have to get out here and market yourself. Some people don't feel comfortable marketing themselves or selling things. If you're not comfortable doing that, that might be a red flag that you may have work to do before you can step into freelancing, because you're going to have to market yourself. You're going to have to introduce yourself to others. And freelance, right? Like as I said, while you work a regular job, I cannot state that enough. So instead of just looking for part time, so the first one I was talking about was a part time, where you're a part time employee another hiring manager or a company. This I'm talking about as a freelance writer. You're not an employee. You're not going to get any health benefits. You're not going to get any benefits whatsoever. You're not going to get any vacation from the firm. As a part time employee, you might. As a freelancer, you're not going to. There are laws around that. So you're not going to get those as a freelance writer. So instead of just taking on a part-time writing job as a part-time employee in a communications firm, in an advertising agency, now you're going to you could have another way to become a full-time writer. You take on freelance writing roles, and that's where the job boards again can come in. Craigslist, believe it or not, also posts legitimate, good freelance writing jobs, freelance writing gigs. There's a blogger site you can go to. If you look on journalism jobs, Media Bistro, Indeed, Monster, Career Builder, you can set up writing job alerts to take on freelance jobs. But a lot of them, I'm seeing more and more permanent full-time writing jobs, and they do pay well depending on where you're located. They can pay 60,000 and up a year. um, so freelance write while you're working your regular job, the same as if you were taking on a part-time writing job. Build a writer portfolio. You can use content management systems like WordPress to build, and there are others that you could build your writer portfolio. You want it to look professional and sharp, the same as if you were building a website if you owned your own business. And perhaps you'll want to design a logo so that there's an image that it really impacts people in their consciousness when they see this image and they think of you. Uh, Businesses, major sporting organizations, they all have a logo, and there's a reason for that. Market yourself. As I said before, you're going to have to market yourself, whether you go out directly to different companies, whether you let your contacts know that you're now stepping into freelance writing. Could they let people they know if they need any writing that you are available, and the type of writing you focus on? Is it product descriptions? Are you press releases? Are you video scripts? Are you brochures? Are you direct email? And for many organizations, they want a writer who has all of those skills, all of that skill set. So again, continue to strengthen and broaden your skills as a writer so you can take on more clients and bring in more income. Man, be honest with how things work out for you. Be honest. Who wouldn't want to work from home and make $1 million a year doing something they love, whether it's designing websites or freelance writing or developing an application? Who wouldn't want to do that? But when you consider all the things, is it something that as a whole, is it working for you? Is it something that you feel you have currently have the discipline to stick with? You're going to need to pay attention to that. Or are you chewing into your savings, or are you making enough money from the writing to not have to even tap your savings? You have to be honest. Are you generating enough money consistently on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis to pay all your bills, to put money away for your quarterly taxes, because you're going to have to pay your Social Security and your Medicare taxes? Are you putting enough away even to offset your income, even after income taxes, even after you take your deductions? Are you doing these things? Are you tracking your mileage? Are you keeping your receipts? How is this really holistically working for you? And save at least 6 months of gross, not net, gross income to cover all of your expenses. This doesn't just include your rent and your mortgage and your electric and your gas and your water bill. This also includes any car payments, car insurance, life insurance. This also includes things like food, gas, clothes, and entertainment, because People don't give you these things for free. They're real expenses. A lot of times when we make budgets, we don't think about food, we don't think about clothes, we don't think about gas, but we pay for these things. So, are you making enough money from your writing to cover all of those expenses? And only you know that. You have to be honest with yourself. And be open to making changes to generate more income if you need to. I want to thank you for being here with us at our Chistel, CHISTELL.com YouTube channel. Again, I am Denise Turney, the host of our Chistel.com YouTube channel and the host of Off the Shelf Book Talk Radio, which is on Blog Talk Radio Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. And I hope you'll go out and get a copy of my new book, Love Pour Over Me. Bye for now. Remember, you are absolutely incredible. You're amazing. You're truly, truly blessed.